Hi, so it is September the 7th and this is just another weight, health and PhD update. So I weighed myself on Tuesday, so I weigh myself on Tuesdays now, and the last time I weighed myself, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, I was 16 stone 9, and this week I was 16 stone 13, so I'm nearly at 17 stone. I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. I spoke to my consultant about the weight gain, the rapid weight gain, and he said that it is most likely because my diabetes is now under control, that isn't keeping my weight down. I always knew there was something that was a bit suspect because I knew I wasn't eating as good as I could have been. But as soon as my bloods came under control, my weight, it was like nearly 2 stone in just over a month. So that's a bit devastating. But I'm trying to work with that. But so I think I'll just go straight onto the health update because it's all kind of linked. So this week, I think the rapid gain has been from the last 2 weeks has been because I have had to double up my steroids, so my prednisolone, because I had some sort of chest infection thing going on. That's not really been confirmed yet. So I had my meeting with my consultant and I mentioned that, you know, my lungs are not doing good at all. I'm feeling really awful. Suspected I had a bit of chest infection. So he sent me for a chest x-ray that day, but he hasn't got back to me. So I'm assuming that it's probably okay. I mean, he's sent me an appointment for a telephone appointment in 2 weeks. But during that appointment, yeah, he did say just double up on the steroids. Anytime that I feel unwell at all, I should just double up on the steroids for a week or two and then just come straight back down to the 5 milligrams. So that's good to know. So I've been doing that for a week now. So it was a week ago I seen him, and excuse me, I just had a coughing fit, and I was just about to say the cough has got better. So I'm still coughing, still not feeling great with my lungs, but generally overall I'm feeling a bit better. So that's good because I was feeling lousy. So that's good. When I was there, we also spoke about the next steps because I've been taken off of the tacrolimus because it really wasn't, like, my body just wasn't coping with it at all. But he did say that as soon as we came off the tacrolimus, my bloods went back to normal. So my kidney levels went back to normal. You know, obviously my blood sugars have gone back to normal. So that's good. So the next step is he's thinking of starting me on a different drug. I can't remember how to pronounce it. Something, something. I am aware of this drug because I'm on a group, a Facebook group for other people with dermatomyositis or other forms of myositis. So I've heard other people speak about this drug. The bad thing that puts me off about it is I know that it causes the hair thinning, the hair loss again. So, you know, I'm not too thrilled about that. But he did say, you know, it might just be that we have a look at how things are in 2 weeks once you've kind of got this chest infection thing under control. So when he calls me, and then we'll talk about it then when we know if we're actually going to go on that drug or not. But he had me do some bloods on Tuesday as well because there has to be some sort of levels in your blood for you to be able to take this drug. So I've got an appointment on the 16th, telephone appointment, so I'll find out then what's kind of happening with that drug. I did kind of mention to him that I did not want to decrease the steroids anymore from now until December because I've got to finish my PhD, and he said he wouldn't anyway. Given the recent chest infection, he would not be looking to decrease the steroids for now anyway. I think he may be sending me for a CT scan as well and some more breathing tests. So just to see if this is purely chest infection or if something, you know, if the lung disease has progressed a bit with not taking the tacrolimus. So we will see. So PhD wise, last video I had said that I hoped that I would hear about my new submission date that day, and I did. I got the email that day to say that my new submission date is December the 31st of this year, which is way better than August 30th this year. So really, really chuffed about that. I've had to make myself a really strict timeline. You know, there's no more wiggle room, so this has got to be done. And I'm definitely feeling better about it. and I'm just cracking on with it. It was good last week because my mum was away on holiday. It wasn't good that I got a chest infection just as soon as I had to crack on with lots of work, but I did crack on with the work regardless of the migraines and the coughing and feeling just rotten. I did crack on with it. I wanted to get lots of reading done last week so that I could really get to grips with the literature review this week. I'm not starting from scratch with the literature review. I did have some stuff written up, but not a formed chapter. So that is the goal for the end of this week, is to have a fully first draft of a literature review, and then next week to finish off a first draft of methodology chapter, because I've done most of a methodology chapter. So after next week, I will have a full first draft of a thesis, and then just begins the task of every week working on editing, second draft of each chapter. So I've got my timeline worked out from now until December, and I go away on holiday again in October for a little caravan break with my sister and my mum and my nephews. But I will be taking my laptop with me again because I just have to get this done. I want to get it done. I am enjoying it. Time constraints can be a bit of a problem with, getting my mum out and about. But I've been finding that I am able to work a wee bit later at nights now, whereas before I just was struggling to. Now I'll come through and do some work at night. And yesterday I had the day in, so Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays now I'm trying to claim just for me, just no doing anything, going out the house. Monday I did go out the house because my mum was not back from her holiday, so I did want to take her out and make sure she had everything she needed in, and I wanted to top up on some more ice bowls. So we did that, but then I worked on a thesis at night. But yesterday was really good. I found it was a really good way working. I got up, had breakfast, did a little bit around the house I had to do. I'd come and do some PhD work, and then I'd go back and have lunch. I'd come back through to my room and do PhD work, and then go back through and watch an episode of a programme I'm watching. And so I just did that all through the night. So it was about 8:30 last night that I finally stopped working on the PhD. So I'm finding that that's a good method for me. Obviously, it's not always easy to stick to these routines because life happens. So on Sunday it's my daughter's birthday, so I'll be taking her out for breakfast. And then the next day, Monday, she wants to go bowling with her partner, so I get to spend time with my wee grandson all on my own, which I don't get to do a lot because she just likes him with her all the time. So they're going to go bowling, and I'm going to go and take him around Tesco, which is next door to bowling. So, but I don't care. I got a wee bit of time with my wee grandson. He's so cute. So I'm looking forward to that. But it means that on Monday night that I will do PhD work. Same as today, Wednesdays. Every Wednesday I go out for lunch with my sister and my mum, but I plan on coming back today and doing PhD work again. So it's just because this literature review is big and it took all day yesterday to really just get a couple of sections of that done. So I really need to just keep on going with it. But really, really chuffed that I did get the extended submission date. So thank goodness. So that's it for the weight, health and PhD update. I'll probably update again after I've had my telephone consultation with my consultant, unless something drastic happens in the meantime. So whatever you do today, I hope you get to spend your spoons on something fun.